Hello and welcome to the kitchen table. And yes, I'm back at the kitchen table today. It's good to meet again across the airwaves. Alison Southern here from Melksham Tea Ministry. This morning I went to visit one of my parishioners at a socially distanced visit in the garden with everything suitably detoxed and cleaned and safe. And it was really good to catch up and to have a conversation in the sunshine. And as I was talking, I heard a story. June told me a story about a snail she had been watching and the antics of this snail as it had persisted as it was travelling through the bin. The thing that was really apparent and had really taken June's notice was that the intricacy of every tiny living creature. And she said, I don't know how God thought of all those things. And as I was driving home, I was musing on that and thinking about, the intricacy of everything that we have in our created world, the tiniest spiders, the largest of our mammals and our sea creatures, every one unique and individual, and every one created with purpose and with vision and with beauty. It's incredible, isn't it? Often I'm asked for hymns when we do services, particularly for weddings or indeed for funerals. And people often want all creatures bright and beautiful. And it always makes me think, yes, we take for granted so often the tiny things of creation. And yet God has his hand on every single one of those and every part of our lives. And as we move through coronavirus and beyond into whatever our new existence looks like, we adapt and change and we morph into what we need to. And that's part of our resilience, that's part of our development and how God created us. He created us with an ability to change, to adapt to our environment and to do what is necessary. During the conversation this morning, we also talked about wearing masks, and on Friday they will become an essential part of a shopping trip for each and every one of us. How that alters how we are with one another. We've spoken here before about how a mask can create a barrier, so I'm going to send you all a task to do today. I want you to practice smiling with your eyes, so that when you're smiling behind your mask and people don't know whether you're grumpy or you're smiling, they can tell by the twinkle in your eyes. So give it a go and see how you can send that message of love by the look on your eyes, not your whole face. I've also thought about making myself a badge that says, I'm smiling, because actually that will be really important too. So this is the next change. The changes are just coming constantly, really. Some people are listening and behaving really well within those guidelines. Other people are, of course, ignoring it completely. For anyone who watched the Liverpool receiving their cup in an empty stadium last night, which was a real sadness for a team that had waited for 30 years to win a cup, and yet outside the stadium was absolutely cram-packed full of people, cheek by jowl, no face masks, all celebrating in whatever way they were, but it seemed without any care or caution to what the situation is. And our son Clint said that they were just really stupid to do that. And it is a fact of life that some of us will behave within the rules, some of us will behave outside of the rules. And we have to find a way of moving through our new world in a way that actually understands where we're coming from, understands our responsibility for each other, and yet still allows us what freedoms as we can have, or as many freedoms as we can have. It's going to be such a tough challenge. I'm feeling the weight of responsibility of deciding on the church opening again. it will look different, and we will gather in one place rather than in 3 places initially. And we have to think about social distancing, about using our sanitizer, about keeping the services short and not singing, keeping within the rules and the guidelines, and how we do all of that and yet still really connect with one another and still able to flourish in our faith and in our understanding of our community, both within the walls of church and way beyond it. That's a challenge that many of us are facing in all sorts of different jobs. How do we do it safely? How do we make it current and in context and safe? I guess we have to just step into it and trust that God is there with us, walking and doing what we can to love and support each other. And we won't be able to shake hands or kiss at the peace, but maybe we need to learn to sign the peace to each other. Maybe we need to learn new ways of communicating. What do you think? I think that would be really helpful. Maybe a hand gesture, maybe a wave. One thing is sure, is that the bees and the butterflies and the snails and every creature here on earth is going around doing their business, COVID-free, worry-free, and in looking and watching, in sitting and gazing upon the wonder of creation, we can find a real sense of the wonder and beauty of our world, and a sense that makes us want to make it a place of safety, make it a place of care for everyone that lives in it. However we do it, I hope we do it together, safely, and with love for each other. So until we meet again tomorrow, God bless and take care, and maybe go and spend some time outside looking at the beauty and the wonder and knowing what a wonderful God of creation we have. Bye for now.